19 years. Damn it. 19 movies and 10 years later, the Marvel Cinematic Universe finally got to the point where we actually get to see all our heroes fighting against Thanos. Before I continue, of course this is going to have a lot of spoilers. Go watch the movie and then you could come back to this video later. Let me know what you think of the movie. Major spoilers incoming. Now this movie is all about the villain Thanos, which is one of the best villains of all time. It shows you that he's not just a bad guy. He actually is trying to do some good in the universe, and we never actually got to see Thanos in the other movies. They always just talked about him. Gamora, Nebula, always talking about how evil and how cruel and all the stuff that he was doing, how he killed Drax's people, but we never got to see anything until this movie where we actually got to see Thanos in flashbacks and the current events, killing a bunch of people, destroying ships. His end goal was to get the Infinity Stone so he could kill half of the population of the universe, and that way the other half that survives actually lives a better life. And when you actually think about what he's trying to accomplish, if 50% of the people on Earth just vanished, imagine the cost of gas. It'll be like 99 cents a gallon. You'll be able to buy houses super cheap, and you could build, you just be living like kings, because we would just have endless amounts of resources. Yes, like 50% of the people would die, including some of your family members, but if you're lucky to be one of those 50% of people that survive, I don't know, Thanos' plan seems kind of cool. Next, I want to talk about the Hulk. Now, the Hulk in this movie, you actually see him in the beginning just hulking it out with Thanos. Then Thanos ends up beating his ass and he gets transported back to Earth. And from there, Hulk just becomes a big pussy. And I really dislike this part of the movie. Bruce Banner is just trying to get the Hulk to Hulk out during all these fighting sequences. And the Hulk keeps saying no. And he's just going back and forth. Trying to make, they're trying to do comedic timing. But it just felt bad because he's supposed to be one of the best characters. One of the original Avengers. And they just kind of threw him to the side. Hopefully this is just part of the bigger plan, because there is a part 2 to this movie. So hopefully in the 4th Avengers movie, Hulk just comes in and kicks some butt like we're used to seeing him. Green monster, not this little green little. Next, I want to talk about Dr. Stephen Strange. Dr. Strange, which is my favorite MCU character up to date. You actually see him refine his skills from the last movie. Like at the end of Doctor Strange, he was still kind of learning how to use his skills. But in this one, when he's fighting Thanos and Titan, like his skills are just off the chart, just multiplying himself and so many illusions. Like he was a badass character. Now he does have that time stone, and in the movie he uses the time stone to see 14 billion different scenarios in which the Avengers have to fight Thanos, and he only sees one way in which the Avengers can actually win. So that makes you wonder, why did he give the stone to Thanos just to save Tony Stark's life? He made a trade and it didn't make any sense unless it's the only way that the Avengers are gonna win, and this is something that Doctor Strange actually saw. So he's gonna sacrifice himself in order for them to actually succeed. And maybe Chow, which he is now the Sorcerer Supreme. Chow's probably dancing. He's just happy because he finally gets to be the Sorcerer Supreme. Even though maybe we don't know if he's still alive though. We didn't get to see if he's still alive. Most likely he will still be alive, and that way they could explore more on how to use the Infinity Stone, how to reverse back time in order to bring back our heroes. Next, I want to talk about the ending where half of our heroes just vanished. Literally when Thanos flipped his fingers, and it was just such a moment in the theater. Everybody got quiet. A lot of people were crying. If you notice, maybe you noticed, but all the original Avengers actually got to stay alive. We had the Hulk stayed alive, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, and maybe Hawkeye if he's still around somewhere with his family, shooting some arrows, chopping some wood. They're essential because they're the ones that started the original Avengers. Now they're going into the last movie trying to defeat Thanos, and there's a lot of rumors that Captain America, Iron Man, all these guys will not be back for phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this could be a cool thing to just have them one last time, everybody together that started the whole thing, just fighting it off. And maybe they have to sacrifice themselves in order to bring all the people that died back. What if the Soul Stone requires all these people that are alive to sacrifice themselves in order to bring back Black Panther and Spider-Man and all these new characters that we just barely got to know? Peter Quill. I mean, these guys just got to the MCU. It would be sad if that's the way that's gonna happen. Let me know what you guys think is gonna happen, but man, it would be so devastating once we see Captain America for the last time, or Tony Stark for the last time, the ones that just started it all. So let me know what you guys think. That's just my theory, that they have to sacrifice themselves in order to bring the other ones back. And also, like Black Panther, like Marvel finally gave us a black superhero, and then boom, snap of a finger, he's gone. Like 2 months later, they did 10 years no black heroes, and they just got rid of Black Panther like that. That was fucked up. I really don't know what Captain Marvel does or what she's gonna bring. I've never really heard of Captain Marvel until I heard there was gonna be a movie. So let me know what's her powers or what she's gonna do when they fight Thanos. Like, what does she do? And I know Ant-Man's pretty cool. Paul Rudd, he's a legend. So So this next movie is gonna be epic. So my overall rating for Avengers Infinity War is gonna be a 10 out of a 10. It's just a perfect movie. 10 years in the making, 18 movies. Like, this has never been done before. It may never be done again. Just so many movies leading up to one movie. Just awesome. So let me know, how many times have you guys seen this movie? I've only seen it twice so far. If you enjoyed or learned anything in this video, feel free to subscribe.
What are you saying?
And also follow me on Instagram if you want to talk more about the movie. I also do a lot of giveaways for Blu-rays, and if you want to check out my Blu-ray collection, just check me out on Instagram at WormInfo. And that's it for today, guys. Check out my other videos. Thank you guys for watching. My name's Angel. Hit me up.